All right, first things first, the world's largest democracy, India's mammoth parliamentary elections roll into the fourth phase out of the 7 total phases today. All eyes are on the southern states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Voting is taking place in 96 seats across 9 states and 1 union territory. Simultaneously, polls are also taking place for 175 assembly seats of Andhra Pradesh and 28 assembly seats in eastern state of Odisha.
Hello.
177 million voters are expected to exercise their franchise today, with several prominent candidates like Akhilesh Yadav, Mahua Moitra and Asaduddin Owaisi making it a high-stakes round. The polling will take place in all the 25 constituencies of Andhra Pradesh and 17 seats in Telangana. Apart from these southern states, polls are also taking place in 13 seats in Uttar Pradesh, 11 in Maharashtra, 8 constituencies each in Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal, 5 seats in Bihar, 4 each in Jharkhand and Odisha, and 1 seat in Jammu and Kashmir. The big names on the ballots in this phase include Samajwadi Party Supremo Akhilesh Yadav, who is contesting from the family bastion of Kannauj. Over in Bengal, Trinamool Congress leader Mahua Moitra will attempt to defend her Krishnanagar seat. Congress's Bengal chief Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is contesting from Baharampur. It was one of the 2 seats the party won in the 2019 elections. He is up against ex-Indian cricketer Yusuf Pathan, who joined the Trinamool Congress in March. Further south in Telangana, AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi will battle a high-profile clash for the Hyderabad seat here that has been in his family since 1984, when his father Salahuddin Owaisi won it as an independent candidate. The party chief is contesting the seat against BJP's Madhavi Lata. While in Andhra Pradesh, a fight within the family is brewing. Chief Minister Jagan Reddy's sister Y.S. Sharmila leads the Congress's charge from Kadapa. She is contesting the seat against her cousin and sitting MP Y.S. Avinash Reddy. After the completion of today's voting, the general election will have crossed the halfway stage, with polling completed for 381 of the lower houses, total 543 seats. Of course, as always, we have our reporters fanned out across key locations in India. Right now, our correspondent Disha Shah is joining us from Mumbai. Disha, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, to begin with, 11 seats that are going to polls today belong to the northern and western regions of Maharashtra. What are some of the key issues that you think will dominate the polls today?
Well, absolutely. If you talk about Maharashtra has already voted for 24 seats so far, and today we are talking about 298 candidates in the fray, and 2.28 crore voters are going to decide the fate in the next 11 constituencies that goes to vote today. And like you rightly pointed out, yes, all of these constituencies are in the northern and the western state of Maharashtra. It is an entirely farmers' belt, majority of them being the Marathwada belt for that matter. So definitely the farmer issues, especially the sugarcane farmer issues, are going to take a top spot here as far as the MSP price is concerned, getting the fair price for the crop is concerned. And Marathwada, as we all know, it was a countrywide issue of the Maratha not getting the reservation. So this is something, these are the recent issues which definitely tops the spot as far as the elections are concerned. But remember, all of these 11 constituencies are quite important. Why? Because it has always been a BJP stronghold constituency. In 2019 as well, we have seen 7 out of 11 seats were won by the BJP. But this time around, with the Marathwada voters, Maratha voters being the majority, it is going to be a challenge for the BJP, of course. And we are looking at the key prominent candidates as well, like Pankaja Munde. She is the one who is being contesting from the Bid constituency. Bid always has been the part of the Munde family as far as the politics is concerned. Before her, it was her sister, and before that, it was the father as well. So this, of course, runs, but now it is going to have a tough battle against the Sharad Pawar-led NCP candidate. So that also is going to be an important constituency to watch out for. And secondly, of course, Shirur district, Shirur constituency in Pune district, where actor turned politician Amol Kole is also contesting. So it will be very interesting to see, because remember, a lot of even star campaigners from Uddhav Thackeray to Sharad Pawar have campaigned in the respective constituencies. So it will be very interesting battle to see this time around.
Well, Disha, you seem to have pretty much summed it up for us, but just for further clarity on this, in fact, this is what I was going to come to next. You've already touched on it. But if you were to break it down for our viewers, what are some of the key battlegrounds to really watch out for this time around?
Well, certainly, like I pointed out, first about the Bid constituency, because that is something which is always has been at the top spot when it comes to 11 constituencies voting. Here we have the former Minister Pankaja Munde, who is being fielded by the ruling BJP over here, and against her is the NCP's Sharad Pawar-led candidate. So this is going to be an interesting battle to watch out for, because BJP this time around, as per the expert analysis on the ground level, is facing challenge in this constituency because it has maximum of Maratha voters, and Marathas are pretty much upset with over not giving them reservation or not fulfilling them demands as per what they wanted. So this is going to be a tough battle for them. The other is the Shirur constituency, which comes under the Pune district. So after Baramati, which we saw voted last phase, Ajit Pawar is obviously hands down on this constituency. He has made it quite open that he wants to defeat Amol Kole here, who is the actor turned politician who is being fielded against. So these are two important key constituencies, because this will decide the politics of Maharashtra, whether it might change, whether BJP will go about and retain the 7 seats that they had won last time in 2019, or this time around it's going to be a different scenario.
All right. Well, Disha, thank you so much for bringing us the latest. We'll, of course, continue to track all the developments with you there closely through the course of the day. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.